Every artist reaches this point. You've created pieces you're proud of, but now what? How do you turn them into a portfolio that feels professional, personal, and true to your vision? Today we're building our first art portfolio from scratch, step by step. We'll cover what to include, how to design it, and how to make it work no matter your medium. Because your portfolio is like your story, shown through images, colors, and process. When we hear the word portfolio, a lot of us think of something super polished like a fancy gallery PDF or a professional website. But at its core, your portfolio is just a collection of your best work, organized to show your style, skill, and story. It's your introduction to opportunities, galleries, clients, schools, markets, or collaborators. Whether you paint in acrylics, design in Photoshop, or sculpt in clay, your portfolio's purpose is the same: to communicate your artistic voice. It's about clarity, not quantity. For a beginner, your goal is not to impress everyone. It's to show what you do best right now. That means your portfolio should answer these 3 simple questions. What kind of work do you create? What mediums or subjects do you focus on? What emotions or ideas do your pieces explore? That's it. Don't overthink it. You're not trying to show everything you've ever made. You're just trying to show your strongest voice so far. Start by gathering your recent works, the ones that feel the most you. Ideally, these pieces should be no older than 3 years to show your relevant progress. But relevance and quality do take the upper hand. Then ask what connects them. What themes, colors, or emotions repeat? That connection becomes your portfolio's thread. And don't worry if your pieces feel a little inconsistent. Every artist evolves. The trick is to group works that speak to each other. Maybe they share tone, technique, or emotion. That's enough. Include 8 to 12 strong pieces. That's the sweet spot. Enough to show range, but not enough for people to get lost. If you often use storytelling through color, like a tinted black and white world with one pop of color, that's part of your signature. Let it shape how you arrange your portfolio. The rhythm of color can guide how viewers experience your work. For those of you who might be wondering, should I include process shots? Yes, process shots can be really powerful, especially if your art involves storytelling or transformation. They show your thinking, technique, and attention to craft, things that finished pieces can't always capture. Here's how you can include them. Add 1 to 2 process photos next to or below the final piece, or dedicate one separate page at the end called Process and Behind the Scenes. You can even show color progression from grayscale underpainting to final tone, if that's part of your signature method. But if you're just starting, focus on 80% finish work, 20% process. You want it to look intentional, not like a photo dump. Now that you've chosen your pieces, where do you put them? There are 3 main formats I recommend for beginners. Digital PDF, perfect for emailing to galleries, contests, or school. You can make one easily with Canva or Google Slides. Just one artwork per page with your name, title, medium, and year. Online portfolio or website. We'll go deeper on this in the next episode, but for now, platforms like Wix, Squarespace, or Card can hold your portfolio. Physical portfolio. If you're applying in person, use a clean binder or box of prints. Keep them uniform in size, labeled clearly, and always include your contact info. Let's talk about something a lot of artists struggle with. What if you do more than one thing? Maybe you paint, but also design graphics or take photos. How do you show it all without confusing people? You can create different sections in a portfolio, or you can even have separate portfolios for each discipline. For example, a fine art portfolio for painting and ink pieces. Focus on mood, storytelling, and technique. A designer portfolio, layout-based, showcasing logos, posters, or branding projects. A photography or 3D portfolio, emphasizing lighting, composition, and context. Think of each portfolio as its own gallery, tailored for the opportunity you're applying for. If you're pitching a gallery, show cohesive work with little to no process shots. They are to be used sparingly and with purpose. If you're applying to a creative agency, show your design range. It's not about doing less. It's about showing the right thing to the right person. Okay, let's design your portfolio. A good rule of thumb, 1 artwork per page. Clean, simple, focused. Each page can include title of work, medium, size, year, and an optional short description, 1 to 2 sentences max. You can also include a zoomed-in detail if there's something intricate, brush texture, lighting, or a symbolic area. Just keep it balanced. Think of the page as a composition itself. Remember to use white space. It gives your work room to breathe. If you're a graphic designer, you might show mock-ups, like posters in real environments. If you're a sculptor or 3D artist, use multiple angles on one page. Front, side, detail. For photographers, consistency in editing and mood is key. Keep tones cohesive across all pages. The most important part? Make it feel like you. Whether that's vintage textures, muted palettes, or minimalist layout, your design should echo your art's identity. When you're done, step back and look at the order. Start with your strongest piece, the one that grabs your attention. Then alternate between your emotional highs and softer pieces. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick mistakes to avoid. Unfinished work. Overly long descriptions. No clear selections for different mediums. Forgetting your name or contact information. Old student work that doesn't reflect your current style. Repetitive piece that doesn't add new value. Blurry or poorly lit photos. You can find my video on it with this link. And finally, random experiments that don't fit your theme. And remember, your portfolio isn't one and done. It grows and refines as you do. Your first portfolio is less about being perfect and more about seeing yourself as a professional. It's a declaration. I take my art seriously. Next time, we'll take this portfolio online and build your first artist's website. Simple, professional, and ready to share with the world. Let me know in the comments, what piece are you proudest to include in your first portfolio? I'd love to see how your story takes shape.